There are three different throttle control systems that can be found on GM vehicles. They're the solid throttle rod, a square mount cable, and the Morse cable. Many early GM vehicles used a rod that was directly attached to the gas pedal, passed through the firewall, and attached directly to the carburetor. If your car has this type of throttle control system, no mounting bracket will be required. Just attach the rod to the throttle lever. The length of the rod may need to be adjusted to ensure the throttle closes and opens completely. The Morse system can be found on early models and many of the GM cars originally equipped with the Q-Jet carburetor. It's identified by a round cable that has a metal collar with a raised bead. The cable is held in a bracket at the back of the carburetor, at the position of the bead on the cable. Holley does not offer a cable mount for the Morse cable. Your options here are to change the throttle cable to a later GM version with a square cable mount, install an aftermarket cable system from a company like Locar, or purchase a Morse cable mounting bracket that's compatible with a Holley carburetor from another aftermarket company. The square mount cables can be found on later model GM vehicles. This cable looks like any other round throttle cable with the exception of a square mounting collar. To secure the cable, you'll need one of the following cable mounting brackets depending on the model of Holley carburetor to be installed. If you're installing a model 4150 or 4160, use Holley part number 20-88. If you're installing a model 4150 or 4160 and your transmission is a 700R4 or a 200R4, you'll want to use part number 20-95. If you're installing a model 4165 or 4175, use Holley part number 20-32. Holley does not offer a cable mounting bracket that will let you use an automatic overdrive transmission with a model 4165 or 4175 carburetor. Once the correct cable mount's installed, insert the cable housing into the bracket. To attach the cable to the throttle lever, you have to install the correct type of throttle cable connector that matches to the end of the cable. In some cases, it might be possible to remove the cable connector from your old carburetor and reuse it on your new Holley. The throttle cable connector needs to be installed onto the Holley throttle lever in the approximate location that mimics the location on the carburetor you just removed. Holley offers a new throttle stud, part number 20-36, that works for many of the GM applications.